Hello, dreamers. I just wanted to pop on and share a dream message that I actually received from my dreams this morning, and it just felt timely, and especially with the full moon that we are having this Saturday, just the energy of what it's inviting us to reflect on, I wanted to share. And it's really all about being seen and being scared to be seen. So in this dream, I was walking on the street. I'm always in some crazy place. I was in a crazy place. And I guess I was going back to the place I was staying, whether it was like the hotel or the restaurant of the hotel. And anyways, I kind of like met up with some friends, and some of them were these street performers. And I remember there was this one street performer, and he really caught my eye because he was in this costume that made him like really short. He was kind of like hunched over. He was like completely covered. You couldn't see him at all in the costume. And he was, yeah, just really small. And oddly enough, he kind of had this, what's that character from Lord of the Rings? Gollum. He kind of had like this Gollum sort of energy, which was like really weird as a street performer. And then suddenly it was like there was a whole bunch of us like friends all kind of coming together, and the energy just really shifted. And he ended up like taking off this costume, and turns out that he was this like amazing acrobatic, and he was like doing all these like flips and spins and jumps like all over the street, and he just like his like energy completely changed too. He was just like night and day. It was like dazzled. He dazzled and sparkled, and he was like so amazing and vibrant and just like had this magnetic energy to him. And I remember thinking like, oh, it's such a shift, and it was so cool to see him embodying his true self and sharing his energy, because like his energy was like what's the word? I'm like losing my words. When it's like, you see it, it's like magnetic, and it's like, it just like permeates and it just spreads, and it becomes like this addictive thing that people are just like, ooh, I want to be like that. I like now have permission to shine. And that's really what this felt like it was about. It seems kind of like an obvious message around, how are we playing small? Where are we putting masks or costumes on us? And it's time to shed, and it's time to stand taller and be our true self and stand in our power. And also from that space, we share those gifts with others around us. And the other thing that ends up happening is when we share those gifts, we give other people the permission to also stand in their power, also share their light, their joy, their dazzle, their sparkle. And it's kind of like it's like the permission that we're seeking is the same permission that other people are seeking. And so when we have the courage to step into that joy, to show up fully in who we are meant to be, we share that. That's like the true gift that gets shared to other people, is like they get to step in their power, or they have permission to step in their power. Not that they didn't have it before, but we all know we get insecure, myself included. And sometimes it's just like witnessing somebody else having the courage to be bold, to put themselves out there. It like can't go wrong, because when you're bold, when you're putting yourself out there doing something that you love, you are just automatically shining. And like, who doesn't want to be around or watch somebody who's shining and sparkling and dazzling? So yeah, I guess the question that you can reflect on is, well, A, does this message resonate with you? Are you hearing this message because it's like time for you to hear this message? And where are you being called to just be yourself, to just show up, to dazzle, to sparkle, to like really step into your energy? The full moon in dream work, it's about using the fullness of the full moon, harnessing that energy, tapping into that energy to like embody, to step into, to be the fullness of ourselves and show up as the fullness of ourselves. So how is this calling you to do that? Where are you being called in your own personal life, whether that's work, relationship? Maybe there's beliefs that are holding you back, that you are being called to just shut, just drop, just walk away from, and just be who it is that you're meant to be. And yeah, you have permission to be who it is that you want to be. And it can just literally shift like that. So wanted to share this message. Also, with the full moon this Sunday, I am going to be doing my usual full moon collective dream healing. And what that is I go into the dream world for those who sign up for it, and I do specific healing, energetic healing on each of the people who join around whatever intention it is that you set. So you sign up, I send you a Google form, you fill out that Google form and you share with me what your intention is. And then I go into the dream world. You literally don't have to do anything other than set that intention, focus on it before you go to sleep. And then I do all the work energetically in the dream world. I'll connect with you in the dream world. We'll do the energetic shifting, and then you just wake up. Like, it's pretty great. So the dream healing, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but we have different energetic layers and different energetic bodies connected to, our subconscious and deep subconscious. And so if you're somebody who is experiencing something challenging right now, an obstacle that you've been trying to work through, a lesson that you're like, why am I still learning this lesson? Why does this keep happening to me? I can go in and help shift those deeper energetic layers to kind of bring them into better alignment. So you can more easily move through those challenges in this waking world. So it's not that it's like this instant healing fix, but it helps expedite things because it's working on these deeper subconscious layers that maybe your mind isn't ready to or doesn't consciously understand yet. So it kind of brings things up to the surface a little bit more, makes things a little bit easier and quicker for you to move through with deeper alignment in this waking world. So the link for that is in my bio. You can also DM me if you have any questions, but just wanted to share that with you. So if this message resonated with you, be sure to share it and stay tuned for more.